We're back, baby. We're back. Let's test the stream out and get it popping. Let's see. Let's see. Are we ready, baby? Testing out the stream. So far, so good. Let's listen to the volume. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, we're back. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a while, but we are back with another sync licensing live stream song critique. If you don't know me, I go by XcaliberZero, the music producer you can grow with. I've been in the sync licensing game for about 8 years now, and I like to sit here and give out feedback from my experience, because not only did I compose for sync licensing, but I also was able to work in the back end, doing music supervisor stuff, working the ins and outs of maintaining a music library, which includes cue sheets, curating playlists, proving and denying composers. So I had a lot of different experience, and that led me to where I am now on my journey, which is owning my own music library. Some of you are familiar with the show, some of you are not. And my goal here is to give you feedback on songs made for sync. Don't be sending no tight beats, man. Don't be sending any tight beats that are not made for sync, that are just like sitting there that you want to flex on the stream. That's not what the stream is about. The stream is about growing together as a community, giving feedback, listening to some hot music. And that's what we're about to do. My man Charismatic, my man Q. Chicada. What is up? It has been a minute indeed, but we are back. I've been wanting to do it for a minute, but we've been busy, man. I'm not gonna lie, keep it real. Building a library is a lot of work. Like, it is a ton of work. I feel like I'm learning. Like, when I started like teaching about sync licensing, it was like 6 or 7 years of me like grinding and learning like the back end, and I had a lot of information. Then I started teaching it, and I felt like I knew a lot. But I still research. I still look for different info. I still try to learn. I'm a student of the game. But building a music library is a totally different field. Like, I feel like I'm a newbie again. And I get a lot of the feelings that someone may feel when they're first starting to get into sync licensing. Like that self-doubt, that fear of rejection, not knowing everything, being overwhelmed with the amount of information that you have to learn to kind of properly, approach this. Like, building a library and try to pitch music on your own, as opposed to just having a library do it for you, is a totally different game. But I've been enjoying this journey. I love a challenge. And you know what? I feel like this is more rewarding than maybe a placement itself. Like, trying to navigate through this and like just building a team and putting really talented people together and having them trust you with your music and then sending it out and then finding the right clients and doing the research has been such a fulfilling journey. But it is busy. I'm managing a lot of different things, so I appreciate you guys being patient with me, but we're back. I missed you guys. I missed this community. Let's go ahead and announce the stream on the chat. We are back. We're listening. Hold on. Let me put it in the sync music critique chat. We're live listening to your music. The submission link is in the description. Let's get it. Make sure I put it on the other channel. Here we go. All right. We got a few submissions already. I'll give you guys time to submit. What you guys been up to? Catch me up on your lives. What's everybody been up to? How's everybody been? Enough about me. Let's put some music on. Let's chat a little bit. I'm not in a rush right now. Let's chat. Put some sync tracks in the background that we got from the library. Why not? Why not? What kind of mood are we in right now? We got catalog. We got catalogs on deck, man. What kind of mood are we in? Bear with me while I fix this real quick. What kind of mood are we in right now? Let's remove this. Let's bring the camera back. Man, I was having some problems with my camera earlier. It's taking me forever to get this right. Let's minimize this bad boy right here. Hey. There we are. The catalog looking nice. Let's fix this a little bit. There we go. I've been watching a lot of Dr. Disrespect lately when I'm just like chilling, and he just opened my eyes of like how you should be streaming. This guy is a entertainer at best, at the fullest form. All right, what's up, Darren? Mousepad, let's go. Not gonna make the stream. Okay, no problem. Been super busy with the videography business, but trying to clear my plate to focus more on music again. Hey man, business, busy business is good business. Let's go to MJ. What's up, K? Chill beats. Put some chill Afro beats on right now. What's up, Shane? What's up? That's you, Shane, right? Shamus is Shane. What's up, Shane? My God. If you want to submit your music, you can put it in the link below. So far, we got 4 tracks. We'll go ahead and play some of these here soon. Just make sure everything's right. Slow down a bit, but things maybe pick back up. A few other composers may be doing something with Viacom soon, so I'm excited about that. Hey man, that's dope. Yeah, it's been picking up a little bit. What's good, Sagara? Man, you know what? I'm gonna drop a gem. You know what? I like dropping gems, and I've learned a lot. Let me go ahead and turn on music real quick. So if you guys are probably familiar with disco, a lot of you who are in the sync licensing space, and I have not seen anybody talk about this yet. I've been creeping in the background, seeing you guys post about content about sync licensing and stuff, but I have not seen anybody talk about this. The playing field for sync licensing, working directly with these music supervisors and not having to go through a music library or sync agent, it's about to be an even playing field. So Disco has quietly in the background launched this new feature for their music supervisors on their platform. And every single music supervisor on there is vetted. So they have to be approved to be a music supervisor. And what they can see is all the libraries that are included within Disco that people opt in to put on there, right? So before, when people would search on there, it would search based off the keywords of the music library, and then it would just show different catalogs, and you have to click each individual catalog, right? But now what they're doing, and I'm not seeing anybody talk about this, all right? This is some game right here. Now they're gonna have it. Imagine just searching like on Spotify for a type of song, and they can see every single person's song. So it's gonna be like that, but on Disco. So now they're gonna be able to see every single person's song without having to click individually in the catalog. So they can post their YouTube link on there. It's gonna show all the songs that sonically match, or their AI matches within that song, and that just gives an opportunity for us producers or artists to be able to work directly with them without that middleman, and it's an even playing field because they're not going based off, oh, I know this library. They're going based off, is this song usable? Is there metadata included? Is it clearable? Do I have to worry about tracking down different people, or is everything one stop? All that stuff, if it's included within your track's metadata and the track matches the scene that they the scene they need to put the music in for the project, it's an even playing field. And they quietly have launched this. I used to go to discos, like I've gone to a couple live disco like trainings just because like they tell you like good information there, and they'll like kind of help you with any questions you may have. So building out the library, I go in there, and they told us about this like a few probably like a month or two ago, like a few weeks ago, and I was like, oh snap, this is crazy. But now they're doing it. So if you're someone with a large catalog, there you go. I'm not saying stop going to music libraries. I'm not saying stop going to sync agencies. Definitely still a lot of power within going through them because they do a lot of that work for you, but a lot more opportunity that way. So I feel like that's a good opportunity for people. It's quiet right now. They're silent about it, but I seen they announced it a little bit on the feature. Dope. I submitted some tracks. Can you give feedback? Hell no. This is not that type of feedback session. Just kidding. Yeah, I got you. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. All right, we got some submissions here. Can't hear me? I know why. I know why. Thank you for that information. How about now? You should be able to now. Good information right there. Thank you. You guys can't hear me still? We're going to play about a minute and a half of each person's track. That way we can get through everybody's submission. But right off the bat, my boy Charismatic, you're back, man. I can hear it. I don't know when you made this track, but the mix sounds a little bit cleaner from the last time I remember. The arrangement's on point. What I like is that you do this little one bar like transition right before you get into your verse. Where's it at? Where is it at? Right there. That was a good little transition right there. That little one bar fill going into your verse. Nice spacing. Sound selection is pretty dope. Nicely done. I like it. Definitely has that dramedy feel to it. Almost more, a little bit more drama. But I can hear that being used as dramedy for sure too. Nicely done there, mate. All right. Make sure we're from the oldest. Next up, we got K. Rashad Music. Original piece by me, no samples or loops. So you got 5 options here. Which 2 do you want me to play? I'll start off with the cinematic one now. You tell me the other one after. Made that yesterday? Dope. Very tense, very suspenseful. Feel good next. All right. I kind of want to see where this goes real quick. Let me fast forward a little bit. Okay, so it's like an underscore bed type of track that works in a lot of scripted series. If you don't know what a scripted series is, it's basically when they're pretty much acting out what you see on TV. It's not like reality TV where it's just kind of just showing their life. This one, a couple things. One, the intro is pretty long. It took like 15 seconds for the track to get to actually a point where something changes. 2, I recommend fixing some of the sound selection on there, like the stuff that sounds super squealy, like the synth on there, I would recommend switching out to something that has less of a harsh feel to it. It can still be menacing and suspenseful, and I like the idea that you're going with the sound selection as far as that feel. But I definitely recommend changing out that sound and then building it into something. So like, what is this track going to build into? Are a couple notes. I'm not too like I'm not too privy. Is that the word I'm looking for? I don't know, man. I just be using words sometimes. I'm not too experienced in the cinematic side. I've made a couple of cinematic tracks, but not well enough to give you the perfect arrangement advice, as opposed to like if I'm listening to like a hip hop or a pop or a contemporary track, where I'm a little bit more savvy with the direction of arrangement. Next up is Feel Good by K. Rashad. Nah, it's not too late, man. We don't have that many submissions right now, so we're good. Same thing here. You want that intro to be shorter? Okay, I see what you're trying to do. All right, but this one, you're on the right track for sure. Feel good hip hop, really good for sync licensing indeed. I like to think of Feel Good hip hop as like that track, what's it, Broccoli by Lil Yachty and Drum. I feel like the idea is there, but there's a couple pieces to kind of elevate this to make it better. First, you want those intros short. So like I like to say on here, keep it between 4 bars or 8 seconds the most, especially with hip hop and stuff. You want to get into the action really quickly, because most of the time when you see a track being placed in a project, it's not building out this long intro and then the beat drops. It's more so of like for hip hop, especially for like to open scenes and stuff, they're using your intro to kind of transition from the B-roll to where the setting of the actual show is. So let's say city landscapes and stuff, transitioning into the dialogue. So you want to get into the action pretty quickly. I don't think you need those choirs. I would switch it out with something different, like a piano or something, to kind of complement that nice bell that you have. You want to avoid, again, anything that sounds harsh. I hear like a lot of resonant frequencies within that high bell. I think that high bell has a lot of resonant frequency, so cut that out a little bit. If you don't know what I mean by that, if you take a EQ band, make it very thin, and you spike it up, you can hear it sounds very harsh. You want to cut that out. That way it's not competing with your mix as much. I do hear that you have pianos, but I think piano stabs or something instead of those choir stabs would be good. Then that kick transition you did right here, I like the idea, but you don't need to have it for like more than a couple of like you know, a bar or so. I think you have it for like 2 or 3 bars, maybe 3, 4 bars there. I would just cut it only 1. You just want it really quickly transitioning to the next part of your track. 808s are dope. I like the minimal feel in the verses. I feel like there's a lot of space for dialogue there, so you don't have to add too many instruments or change it out. But definitely we'll switch out that choir. Keep it happy, keep it feeling good, uplifting. You're kind of chasing moods here with our music for sync, so keeping that consistency is important. Hopefully that helps. My guy Rucker, what's up, Rucker? Channel Forbes, what's up? Welcome back, bro. Nico, what's up, Nico? What's up, Nico? I was just playing your tracks to earlier. I was playing it on the stream. The Afrobeat one you made. All right. Untitled Trap Thing by MJ. What's up, Cody Bell? Okay. dope. It's a cool little spot right here. All right, MJ. This one's a dope, really good feel good vibe too as well. I think this would fit well, for sure, for like a scene opener and stuff. What I'm hearing straight off the bat is that you have a lot of things trying to compete with each other. So you have like two different lead melodies trying to take over the track, and I feel like you only need one. And my ear is leaning towards the higher frequency lead that you have going on, which I think was just like a bell. You have like this low, quiet synth in the background that sounds like almost like a guitar that's competing here against that pluck feel, that pluck little lead there. I think the pluck lead is good enough. You don't need to overcomplicate it and put too many layers in here, especially because a lot of the times we're trying to complement dialogue, so we don't need a ton of instruments. We don't want to have the listener try to figure out what to listen to, like what part of the track to pick up on. That main part right there is like kind of like that pluck, and your chords do a good job supporting it. This is a pretty good part right here. I really like that little pluck string you use there, but just making sure you're not putting too many different elements to let it complement dialogue is going to be the key here. A good thing you can do that I recommend doing, and I'm thinking about putting this out as like a free download actually. I have a ton of just acapellas that I've extracted from TV shows, movies, stuff like that, that were used, that were actual scenes in TV, and I just basically took out the instrumental, like the actual instrumental, by using an acapella remover, and just kept the dialogue. And I just have waveforms of dialogue, and obviously we can just put, you know, MP4s or whatever .movs in our DAW and then listen to the track like that. But sometimes I don't have to load up a whole movie and slow down my DAW, so sometimes I'll just put like a dialogue acapella, quote unquote, and then put it under my beat just to hear how my track is competing against dialogue. Is there too much going on? Is it distracting? Is it complementing it? Is it complementing the mood? Or am I trying to take away from the moment of the scene by trying to flex a beat? And I feel like that is some advice that I would recommend doing. That way you're not, I mean, every producer, I've done it, every producer does it where they feel like they have to put so many different ideas into one track. But a lot of the times, the tracks that do the best are the ones that are kind of simple but effective. Think about Maria Maria by Carlos Santana. There's like 5 instruments in that whole track, besides like the drums, the bass, the guitar, and then like a lead guitar. Keep it simple. Put it out. I got you guys. I got some stuff coming for sure. I don't know if you guys know, but there's a new community that we started over here with the Heat team called Leaders. And basically it's like a community like this where we meet up, we have some conversations, there's different topics and mentors that come on and talk about things like that. And I feel like I think it's a great community for anybody who's really looking to get part of people who are accountable and active, and also learn about different lanes within creative entrepreneurship, whether if it's beat selling, loop selling. There's a lot of gems on there. I know my guy Ryan dropped a Manny Chat video yesterday on there, did like a live stream and answer questions and stuff. I'm going to be on there talking about sync licensing and just different things like how to properly email, how to research media supervisors, things that I don't talk about regularly. And they also have every single course and every single product that Heat has ever released, including the one I did with them, Zero to Sync, is all on there for free. That link is in the description if you guys want to check it out. But enough of the promoting. Let's get back to the music. We're going to be dropping a lot of free products. We already have a sync cheat sheet. It's like a sheet that I use. I literally just made a PDF of something that I already did, which is like when I'm listening to a show, like if my girl's watching like a show or something, sometimes I'll take out a notepad and I'll just write out like the genres I hear in the show, the most common themes as far as lyrical themes, a lot of different things that are in the show that I can use as research if I want to pitch them. All right, man. Let's keep it going. Did somebody say flares? Is flares in the chat? reading some of this chat. Who we got next? Nice work, MJ. Is this Chikara? Is this you, Chikara? Yes, it is. Chikara just dropped the song. We had just dropped a song on Supr Selectiv today with Chikara and his friend Grady. Oh man, this track is heavy. It's deep. Oh, does this say Chikara and Darian Mays? I gotta hear this one. Oh snap!
If I fall, would you hold me down? If I went around, would you even feel a thing? Cause I think about you like a stolen thing. I'ma stick around, I'll buy you a diamond ring. Say it from the heart, yeah, keep the honesty. I'll be damned if you really think I'm playing when I'm saying I'm gonna hold you down. Alright, yeah. Would you pick me
What's up, Flares?
Fall for you. Pouring on my heart like a shot of truth. You're my light in the dark that is shining through. When I don't know where I'm going, follow me. When I go across the ocean, I don't know, but I follow you. If I fall, would you hold me down? If I fall, would you hold me down? If I went around, would you even feel a thing? Cause I think about you like a stolen thing. I'ma stick around, I'll buy you a diamond ring. Say it from the heart, yeah, keep the honesty. I'll be damned if you really think I'm playing when I'm saying I'm gonna hold you down.
Fire. I like that a lot. That's dope. Only note I have on that is like the mixing. A little bit that guitar has a lot of low mid-rangey feel to it, and it's like one of the dominant frequencies in that low mid-range from the guitar is competing with mostly the main vocals. Not really your part too much, Chikara. I feel like your part was just kind of low.
When I don't know where I'm going,
or maybe it is competing with it actually. Now that I turned it up. So I would just clean up the low mid-range of that guitar and the 808 just to get it balanced, and that way you guys is like 400 to 600 range really pops through in the track. Track is dope though. Love the subject line. Also, I think that it would be cool on this part where they stop the guitar, if it rings out as opposed to just stops, or if it has like the, you know, when you strum the guitar but you choke the string.
If I went around, would you even feel a thing? Cause I think about
dope. It would be cool too if you layered the harmonies here, like higher pitched harmonies here on the hook to make the hook feel bigger going into this thing. Other than that, the track is, I mean, those are all just personal preference. The track is dope. I like it. Let's play one more here. Send me some guitar loops, Chikara. I'm trying to collab.
Time I can't get out of my head. Is it real life or just a lie to help me cope with regret? I got some big dreams, so big that it don't fit within the picture. I keep on wondering why I can't keep it focused when it's right in front of me. So tell me why can't I do what I know I need to? It's an endless fight, I'm trying to get to where I know I need to be. But I'm still young, maybe I can fix what's wrong with me, and I can move along, scared that I can't catch up. I feel like I'm wasting time, I can't get out of my head. Is it real life or just a lie to help me cope with regret? I finally realized that I can't change the way I am in another life.
pause it there. But that track is fire. Clean, man. Nicely done. Love that track. I'll come back to a couple more if we have time. We're going to keep it going, though. But send me some loops, man. I'm trying to collab on another track. I like that track, Payday, that we got, which is on Spotify, by the way, if you guys want to hear it. Just put Payday by Chikara. Or Busk, is it your name? Or is it? I can't remember what it's under. With Supr Selectiv. All right, next up, we got Jessica Hunter. Would love to get some constructive criticism for the beats in 3 different styles I do. Let's get it. Tell me the other 2 you want me to play. Yes, please. Yeah, Chikara, do it. Let's drop. All right, this one, I like this feeling a lot. Really like this drop that you did, how you dropped out the track and you brought it back in. 2 notes. One, the piano, I think could be cool. It would be cool. Like, it's cool at the beginning where it's kind of like choked and it's not sustained. But when you get to the hook, since the pad and everything is kind of like very lush and it's kind of like just flowing naturally, I think the low piano that you have there would sound cool if it was sustained. Because it's going to flow with the track more naturally, in my opinion. Also, I would love to hear this track resubmitted with this verse section, how you have like this like pluck guitar come in. It'd be really cool if you dropped out like the pads and stuff, like dropped out a lot of the like background chords so we can hear that pluck with the verse. It's going to make it sound very like minimal, but it's going to be cool, I feel like, in my opinion. So I really like that pluck, and I want to kind of let it flex for a couple bars, maybe some 4 bars or so. Maybe just like one pad and then that pluck right there would be cool. Like take out the piano or something there. That track is very cool. Has a good feel to it for sure. Very chill, very reflective, which is good for sync. Is there another track that you have on here? I'm gonna play. I like the name Red Handed. Drama, tension. Good arrangement. All right, here the track kind of, I feel like the idea of the beginning doesn't translate into this part of the track where you're showing the verse. Couple notes at the beginning, the energy's there. It's dope. It feels cool, like very good tension, even good for like scene openers and stuff. I think the snare and the drums and the hi-hat all need to be in the front of the mix to keep that dynamic there. And then I think I can hear this sounding a little bit more modern if you put a different instrument in place of those piano stabs that you do. So just use a different VST instead of those pianos, like a synth, because everything else here sounds very cool. Like that little distorted type of, I guess, synth that you have in here sounds really cool. That sounds unique. And then you have some cool like pad right here or something. And then when you get to like this part of the track, that's what I hear for that part of the track, like just replacing that piano, in my opinion. the strings and all that stuff don't feel the same as the other instruments that you use in the track. Like dropping the piano here and kind of letting the track ride out with just like with the pads or something in the background would be cool, instead of like using the pianos there, just to give the listener a little break from that main part of the track, which is the piano. This part's really cool. I like this part. Yeah, those are the main notes I hear, but good energy, nicely done. Thank you for submitting. Listen to Gateway next. Got you. I'll play about 45 seconds of it. I hear some versatility right now. This bass, pluck bass that you use right here, I recommend using it in the hook. Instead of that sustained bass that you have going on, keep it very plucky. Either keep it like a plucky live bass sounding guitar bass, I guess, or like a Moog bass or some low type of plucky bass to kind of match the vibe. It has like a summertime, feel good vibe to it, a little bit like that. And I think the bass is like very distracting compared to the rest of the track. I can't really catch on to what I want to hear in the track because of the bass. Also, the drums, I feel like the drums could be a little bit more upfront in the mix. I think some really cool drums that would sound cool with this, on top of what you already have, is the Oliver samples from Splice. His drums have that good disco pop, like Dua Lipa feel to it. This kind of has that feel to it. Also, this guitar here, I like it, but I think it has a lot of reverb. You have a good understanding of arrangement though. The ideas are all there. I like the versatility. Just a couple of just getting everything balanced within the track, I feel like would be good. Just the sound selection is like the most important thing with that. All right, next up we have TTP. What's up, my guy? This one's called Funkonaut. Nice name. Yeah, that was a scene opener. Oliver samples are top tier, facts. This is the type of bass I was talking about, Jessica, for the mood. That was tough. That was real tough. All right, this is a dope track. I really like that lead that you did. The bass sounds really nice. I want to hear this intro again. I almost feel like these couple of bars that you start with that ARP, which reminds me of Boy's Mind by Brandy for some reason. But that ARP, I would take out that part and start with the bass right here. Like the beat drops, but it goes to this part instead. And then that ARP is something that you build into. Because at the beginning, it feels like two different tracks, which is fine. But I think just the way that intro is really nice. You have a really clean, very interesting sounding intro. And I think going into that bass immediately, starting the groove, and then when it goes into that hook, it's just going to hit so much quicker. Because you want to get into your first hook quicker. I think if it built into this point on the second verse, like you got to this, like the second verse went here, and then it went to the bass, and then it went to the hook, it would be good. But since you're getting to that first hook, you want to get to it, or since you're starting off with the verse, you want to get to that first hook as quickly as possible. So a 4-bar verse at the beginning and then getting into the hook is fine. But I think the arrangement overall is really solid. Like I really like the fill that you did, that little switch up, like you kind of act like you're going to have the track a certain way, you stop the track. That was hard right there. That was super tough. I really like that you have just different pieces of the track an editor can use. And something we talked about here before. If you guys have been to the live streams before, you know about this. But if you haven't, a lot of the times when they're using the music for a TV show, an editor is not always a musician. So they're not going to know verse bar or verse hook bridge. Like they don't always think in those terms. Some of them think in like pieces of the track, like thirds of the track. So like this is one piece of the track. This is the second piece. This is the third piece. And within the first 35 seconds, he has almost 4 different pieces. He has an intro, he has that little ARP intro here, he has a bass, and then he has a hook. And pretty much the entire track is kind of based around that. So I think just getting into that part at the beginning will be quicker, would be good for the track. But overall, that's personal preference. Overall, the track is solid. I like it. Nicely done. There's a Dutch band group that would go hard on this. DM me the band. I'm trying to get my music game up. I'm trying to hear a lot of different type of music. Let me know. Rucker. Oh, shit. Rucker said, what's up, Rucker? All right. This one's called Swish from Darren McKenzie. Hey. Hard. Nice. Good arrangement. It needed to switch up right there. All right, I want to hear what you get into right here. Hats on the beat. Dope. Hard. Dope. Different. I like that switch up was very different. I think it will work. Experiment. That's good. That's a good drama track, scene opener track. I have no notes for that one. That one sounds good to me. This track is called Pull Up by me and my brother, Our Villa. Hope you enjoy it. By Tahid.
I'm just trying to take him back to the crib. All of my weed, fuck on my team. You ain't tryna go nowhere, you never tryna leave. You know that party jumping, and that's on me. She acting good as fuck, but she only 19.
I just say pull up and them bitches gon' roll through. DJ got it lit, we doing things that we not supposed to. Trash can full of bottles, we don't need a fucking corkscrew. Pool full of Modelos, I ain't talking about a cold brew. And you could come through, is you real or what? Get your vitamin D, cause you don't get enough. Paper in my fingers, potion in my cup. Fingers be hella sticky cause we rolling up. And bitch, I'm on another level, I don't do this often. Doing it for the ones that had to go to work and clock in. I'm not tryna brag, but I've been out here like a boss man. Got bitches from LA and some who flying out from Boston. Yeah.
We don't need to hit the club, got my people pulling up on me. Don't try to text me, is it lit? No, I'ma need you to pull up, come see. Pull up. Been a minute since we did it like this. I'm just trying to take him back to the crib. All of my weed, fuck on my team. You ain't tryna go nowhere, you never tryna leave. You know that party jumping, and that's on me. She acting good as fuck, but she only 19.
She the life of the party, Henny on deck. Oh fuck you so good, leaving hickeys on your neck. She gon' have to double back, she know really do her best. You got grade A head, I'm just tryna ace a test. Told your friends to come through if they feel
Hey, it's a PG-13 stream, man. You over here. He's wilding in the second verse. Nah, this is dope. I like this track a lot. I feel like it would be a good background, like club track in a scene for a show or a movie. And a couple only like notes that I hear is that the verses are a lot louder than the hook. But I really like the flow on this first verse, especially to the part where he starts switching up and he's talking about from LA to Boston. I don't know if that was you or your brother, but it's dope. Nicely done there. All right. Let's catch you too. And the pre-chorus is dope. Next up, we got Flares. Flares, how you been, man? Hope the family's well. I'm excited to hear a track from you. It's been a minute. I might have to go get the sword. I might have to bring the sword back out. If you don't know Flares, you will now. Goodness. Bro. Did you hear when he was going crazy right here? I have no. Obviously, you're not even in here for feedback as far as critique. You're just in here to flex. Because that was crazy. I mean, I'm not a cinematic composer, or so I don't have anything. I think it sounds amazing. The track is ridiculous. Felonious says I have to follow that. That's funny. That track is crazy. All right. Next up, we have Flown. This was called Tremella. Smooth. Let's go. Hey. Smooth. I want a mojito. It's dope. Let's hear this thing. Dope. I think that you have this on point. You said for a basketball or a cologne advertisement. I could definitely hear that in a cologne advertisement. That's a good ear. Honestly, I don't have any like feedback. I think it's good, on point, nice arrangement. I really like how you were tasteful with the little square ARP that you included, like in the background. It was very quiet in the mix, but it sounded clean still, like enough to hear. Nice little ear candy. Nicely done. That's a dope track. I like it. Who do we have next? Ronnie Oliver. Listen to Brackets and Pregame. I got you. Blair says strings are Vision Pro stock DST. Nice bounce. It's bouncing crazy. I like the idea of that Hoover synth right there, but I feel like it doesn't really match the vibe. Maybe a little bit. It does have like a crime, like investigative type of feel to it. It's dope though. That track is dope. The bounce is crazy. Horns are dope. Has like this tense, suspenseful feel to it. The other one you want me to listen to is Pregame. I got you. Does it feel good for like in a sports like let's say basketball when they're showing the stats and stuff? I feel like that would be a good little part to put under there. I think this track is good, solid. I like the bounce. Next up we have Dom Carthy. What's up, Dom? Mick Carthy. Medium neutral. Switch up with the harp. See if I can. Oh, this track needs a sting for sure. If you're gonna send it for sync, make sure you have a sting at the end. Don't let it just end abruptly. I have like a little thing that I'm drawing right now to give some feedback on this. But give me a second. Bear with me. This is how I kind of This is how I gauge. I should have used a different application. This is how I gauge feedback when I'm doing feedback from zero to sync for our students in the mentorship. This is what I was doing. I don't have my actual like little thing, so I have to make it from scratch on Paint. I'm using Paint right now, so give me a second. But for that track, there's things that I hear that can make it better. I think you have a good idea with the main melody and the drums of it, but I think there's things that I think will improve your track, and this is gonna, in my opinion, help you improve quicker. So give me a second while I write this out. All right, let's bring up paint right now. Let's make this interesting right now. Let's make this interesting. I can't draw to save my life. Honestly, it is terrible. Hopefully this plays. Paint. Are you gonna show paint? You know what? It's fine. I'll do it again right now on XcaliberZero. Give me a second, guys. We're gonna get feedback on this track, and I feel like it'll be XcaliberZero. I think it's gonna be useful. All right, I need a line. Whoop. I need another line. All right, let's get it. Let's get it. Okay. So whenever you're making a track, and this is how I feel like, this is how I look at music when I'm reviewing it for our library, and like people are submitting to our library, this is always kind of what I have in the back of my mind to kind of assess how placeable is this track. Can I actually place this track? And these are the 4 pillars that I gauge that on. Mix and master. So I kind of go based off of this right here. So we're gonna I don't know if I can duplicate this. Oh, I can. I'm nasty with this. Let's go. I don't really use this platform, but all right. So based off your track, right? Let's play it in the background while we have this going. The thing that is very strong about this track is the pace. The pace is really good. But from a scale of 1 through 5, 5 being the best, 5 being really placeable, to 1 being needs work. Let me write these all out for you guys. That way we're on the same page. Sorry guys, bear with me here. This is a 3. I'm gonna put not placeable here. Almost done, almost done. All right. For this track, if I'm looking at this little box here, right? I feel like I'm looking at these 4 pillars. How's the music theory? The music theory, you're good. I feel like the music theory is placeable. The arrangement, it's okay. I think it's placeable with minor revisions. Adding snare transitions, you do a good job of switching it up. Like I think you had a great understanding of when to add the harmony. But the main thing I hear about this track is that it's repetitive. If I skip on this track to multiple points of the track, it sounds the same. Right there, right there. So you want points of the track where it breathes. So if I'm listening to a track and it's linear like this, I want sections where I can hear, let's say this is the intro. I want sections where I can hear changes. So this is the intro. This is your first hook. There should be a change here. Then we're getting into the verse after 8 bars. There should be a change here. Then we're getting into your hook again. Maybe there's a little 1-bar transition before you get into your verse again. And then you're in your verse. So this is the hook, and then you're getting into your, sorry, this is the hook, this is the verse. This is a transition, getting into your next hook. This is your second verse for 4 bars or so. And then you're getting into your last hook, and then like a little transition going into, which is ultimately your sting, what you need at the end. I want to be able to click at these different points and hear different things happen, right? If I'm an editor. So I think that arrangement, if we're going to gauge this, I feel like it's somewhat placeable, but honestly, it needs work, but placeable for the arrangement. Like I'll put this a 2. This will be a 2. Whoa, jeez. Is that line big enough? That's what, I don't, okay. This one is placeable. I feel like there's nothing. Honestly, I feel like this is placeable. Your theory is placeable. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing that's dissonant. The idea is there. Sound selection, I would say this needs work. It's placeable, but it needs work. The piano you use is very stabby. A lot of the sound selection that you're using for your sounds, everything's at max velocity, and there's no changes within the actual velocities of the track, so everything sounds very robotic. And I think that what I'm hearing now with music in general, not just with sync, things are starting to feel a little bit more organic and natural. I think a good reference point is listening to Beyonce's new album that just came out today. It sounds a lot different, and she has the hot spot right now, right? So she's kind of the trend of what music's going to be sounding like, in my opinion, for a little bit at least. And I think that studying that type of stuff is important. But this sounds very on the grid, very max out in velocities. Like change up some velocities, have things change up a little bit. The piano is like very stock sounding. And so is that guitar. The guitar, I think, is what stands out to me the most in that. So changing that out, having a more modern sound. And then the mix and master. Mix and master is honestly somewhat placeable. Like, it's not terrible. I think it can place. You don't have to go too crazy with the mix and master. But I would just get it a little bit cleaner. And that kind of directly correlates to sound selection. And that is my TED Talk. Oh, shoot. So hopefully that makes sense. Let me go back to some of these comments. I definitely missed some of these comments. What's up, Lazy Eye? How can I get you to listen to a song? It's in the description. All right. What's up, Key? Hopefully that helped. I think that kind of made it. I mean, hopefully I didn't make it more complicated than it needs to be. But these are the 4 pillars that when I'm listening to a track, how good is each one of these points? All right. Yeah, her album's out now. How do you submit? You got to go to the description, my friend. All right. Next up, we have my boy Rucker. Nothing too serious. Free float to let me know what you think. Country Western Q. Speaking of Beyonce. Ooh. Holy Stroopin' Waffle, Rucker. I did not expect that. This is fire, bro. This is fire. Turn that in. We accept it. Accept it automatically. I think that's a clean track, man. You're out here in Netherlands with the cowboy hat on. Sounding real American right now. That's dope. I like it a lot. I think it's placeable for sure. I think the only thing, if you're looking for feedback, is like the reverb is heavy. And I think if you cut out some of the side on the reverb, because I know why it's heavy. This definitely gives it a cinematic, atmospheric feel to it, which is good. But cut out some of the side with the side EQ on the low end with that, it's going to help it, in my opinion. Because there's reverb on the drums, like the shaker and the tambourine that you use. But there's also a lot of reverb on your guitar, which is fine. I would just make it all even and blend it even more with a mix. But this is 10 out of 10. Nice transition. I love the little vocal riser effect that you did. Right there. Clean. Nicely done. I did not expect that. My boy Rucker out here. Killing it. What do you mean you didn't? All you gotta do is export the stems and send it in. Like you got the plug already, man. Let's go. What are we waiting on, Rucker? That was dope. How did you make that guitar? What am I doing right now? I'm tripping. All right. Next up. I guess I can just exit all these to keep myself organized. Lap steel guitar. Do 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 do. That was beautiful. All right. We got Tanaka. And oh, this is Ambis, okay. Oh, by the way, for that Ambis track that he did on the Afro beat I did, I think it needs another mix. I tried to mix it, man, but I don't know, I can't get it right. I think it needs another mix. If you can get an engineer to clean that up, I think we can make something happen.
What am I waiting for? All I see is the finish line. So I got the pedal to the floor. You wanna settle up a score? If you can catch me, tag your it. I'm still the first on the board. I got that engine roaring, vroom vroom. I got them chasing me around like the Flash. I'm zoom. She's all about that speed, so I'm moving real fast. All I do is win while you're coming in last. I don't even know why. I just know that I gotta win. I've been chasing this prize. On the road to victory, been to so many fight times. I'm never the one losing the race. When I shift this, I got you in the right place. I don't run you over if you stand in my place. I'm on that fifth gear, you can never take my place. No, I don't even know why y'all bother. Tryna go against me, why bother? Like a roller coaster, got you bending in them corners. Muscle low, like a V12 Charger. I got the crowd going so insane. Traction on like you're driving in the rain. Better strap up on my bottle, go insane. Damn, I go so high, skydiving over these clouds. I let them fly, I'm reloading these rounds. I'm going my 5, breaking the speed of sound. I know they engage now, then I break them down. I don't even know why. I just know that I gotta win. I've been chasing this prize. On the road to victory, been to so many fight times. I'm never the one losing the race. When I shift this, I got you in the right place. I don't run you over if you stand in my place. I'm on that fifth gear, you can never take my place. No, I don't even know why. I just know that I gotta win. I've been chasing this prize. On the road to victory, been to so many fight times. I'm never the one losing the race. When I shift this, I got you in the right place. I don't run you over if you stand in my place. I'm on that fifth gear, you can never take my place. No.
That was dope. I had like a Fast and Furious like TV series feel to it. That was dope. The energy was there. The melody was dope. Kind of had like that Trey Songz mixed with like Jeremiah type of feel to it. That was dope. All right. Next up, we have Tool Genius. This one's called Payback. It's aggressive hip hop. dope. This needs a switch up though. We need to take away the main melody. All right, this track is dope, man. Drums are punchy, in your face. The feel is dope. The swing is good. Definitely syncable in my opinion, especially for like underscore. There's a lot of room for dialogue there, which is great. I think two things that I would love to hear you do with this is either add a bass line or stack that piano horn, that horn and piano, the stab that you have with another bass, just to give a little bit more oomph. And then, or I think a bass line would be dope with this, in my opinion, especially like a live bass sound. Next thing is that you gotta, in your verse somewhere for like 4 bars, get away from that main melody, like doom 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 doom, just so the listener doesn't get ear fatigue and there's a little switch up, a little change there. I highly recommend adding a little switch up there, just to give the track along different pieces and arrangement pieces for it to be more likely to be placed longer. So hopefully that helps. All right, Rucker. Have a good one. Good luck on your taxes. All right. I am going to play Roberts next, but before I do that, I got to use the restroom real quick. So in the meantime, what I'll do is reality TV. You guys want to watch some TV? I'll play a Mr. Beast video. Pay attention to the music. I'm going to use the restroom real quick. It's right here. And I'm going to be back in like 2 minutes. Sorry for the
Here's
random
one
ads.
thing you need to do before you buy anything online. Don't spend another dime on Amazon.
Sitting on these
All right, I'll be right back.
tracks is a $250,000 Lamborghini, and barreling down on it right now is a massive train. But before the impact, I'm giving this Lamborghini to Blake. Thank you. And on top of sending the train, I'm also gonna have these 8 soldiers shoot 10,000 bullets at your Lamborghini.
That's the scariest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah. It's gonna be fun. And you have exactly 24 hours to build whatever you want to protect your Lamborghini from the bullets. The timer starts now.
Okay, first line of defense, I'm thinking a wall of cinder blocks. After that, some shipping containers filled with refrigerators. And then basically just a wall of cars to block those bullets.
Do you think all of this is enough to stop 10,000 bullets?
I think it is, Jimmy.
Okay, but so far nothing's there. You should get to building. Blake immediately drove to 3 stores where I gave him my credit card and he literally spent $78,000 on supplies. And since I don't want to bore you with all that, let's just skip to the part when everything was delivered. His first round of supplies are starting to show up.
Oh my God, I can't believe I bought all this stuff and this isn't even everything, man.
He's got a water truck. Some of his junk cars came in. He's got a Connex crate over here.
How did he get this much stuff?
This is crazy.
Don't worry about the guys with the machine guns. Just pretend they're not there. Yeah. I don't even know what they're doing there, honestly.
We're 5 hours in, and this storage container is about to be the first line of defense against 10,000 bullets.
All right, that's probably good. That's probably good.
Do you think that shipping container is going to stop any bullets?
Absolutely not.
So as of now, he's screwed.
Yeah, it's not looking good for him.
Oh gosh. It's been about 6 hours. Are you happy with your progress?
I'm very happy.
You sure?
It wasn't until this thing got down, but now that it's down, dude, I feel really good.
I asked them if this would stop the bullets, and they said no. And once Blake realized he had to go all out, he worked not only through the night.
This way, Mr. Railroad Ties. Nice, nice, yes. Really nice, really nice.
But even into the next morning, upgrading his defense.
Dude, he's stuffing the storage container with a van and a giant tube.
And once I saw it put together, I was honestly pretty impressed. Run me through what you built.
So I built a whole bunch of concrete in the front, and the tallest part of the wall is right in the center to block the crow's nest machine guns, because those things are big and scary. I got all my storage containers and a bunch of water.
And if you come right over here, you will see his Lamborghini
Phew!
tucked away.
I'm back. I was holding like
everything.
There it is. Nice
15
and
years of
cozy.
generational trauma in my bladder right there. That was intense.
Yeah, I do. I think you have a
That was intense. All right, let's get back to the music. We don't need to watch no Mr. Beast. All right, we had Robert up, Faith's Reprise. Let me make sure. Sorry, let me make sure we're good. We're back. Move the light real quick. There we are. This is moving so fast I can't tell what's going on. Yeah, Mr. Beast's videos are crazy. I don't know if it's because it was skipping for you guys or you literally mean like just everything's happening too fast. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's his videos are good. They're definitely entertaining, but sometimes they just cut too much. Like he's too into like making it as, I guess, retentive as possible. All right. Face reprise. Was dope. I like that. Had like this a little bit like a Pharrell feel to it, and I feel like the guitar is MIDI, right? Which is pretty impressive. It's dope. I think that in terms of sync, I don't really have feedback on it just because it doesn't feel like it's for sync as much. Kind of feels like it's an interlude for an album. So I'm not gonna give you feedback in that aspect. If I did, it would just be that you can't use that rain sound effect. I think you would have to take it out. But I understand why you're doing it. The texture is there. So if you're going to use texture, what you can do, instead of using those drums that you use, the little Congo or whatever it is, that little perk, I think that the perk sounds very, it feels like it's MIDI. And I think what would be cool is if you took a mic, and even if it's your iPhone or whatever, your phone or whatever, and you took like just like a random instrument, anything in your house, honestly, and just recorded your own drums, like tapping it. One, it's going to sound more organic, and two, it's going to give you that texture feeling, because even if it's just natural ambience of your room or whatever, it's going to sound really cool with the way this track feels. Or just add like, vinyl noise on it or whatever, but I think this sounds cool. Nice feel to it. I love the pads you have going on there. Everything is layered really nicely. Moistly done. Next up, we have Cody Bell Productions. This is Potential Drama. I'm sure this is missing something sound-wise. Variation is needed, surely. Listen.
Cody Bell.
What do you think is missing, Cody? Let me know in the comments. all right, that track is dope. Definitely syncable. That has like a dramedy feel to it, with drama actually feel to it. But I think what we can do to get this even more of a chance to get it placed, I know with like when we're making tracks for like artists and stuff, we want that bass and that 808 to hit as hard as possible. But in this situation, it's better to be balanced. Now the bass and the kick are the dominant, like especially that 808 are the dominant carriers of this track, in my opinion. Everything else is kind of like reflecting that, but we don't want it to sound distorted and over the top. Just get it balanced, in my opinion. I love the sound selection you use. Everything else on the track, arrangement's pretty dope. I don't think it's missing anything. I think just minor arrangement things on top of it, like adding little transitions and stuff, like boom, boom, boom. Just changing up the pace with the transitions and stuff like that would be good. It's not missing anything per se, like as far as instrumentation. I just think that the transitions are probably what you're thinking of. Adding dropouts to making the beat drop out for like half a bar or whatever, stuff like that. Counter melody? Nah, you got a counter melody right here with the doom 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 doom. Your main melody is the doom 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 doom, and your counter melody is the. It fits perfectly for dialogue for sure. Just balancing those two things out, it's gonna take it to that next level. The track is there. A lot of space here. That's a good track. I definitely think it's placeable for drama and even dramedy, but mostly drama. Dope track, Cody. Diamond, is that the name? Yo. 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 Yeah, musically everything is there. Alright, Key. Later, man.
Long and everlasting, going everywhere and destined. What it takes to make a legend, man, they never listen. They don't know ambition, they're too busy bitching. They're asking why I'm distant, I'm trying to go the distance. Between your certain vision, can you tell the difference? I'm trying to keep it low with no suspicion. Like a politician, pocket picker, working classes profits till they barely got a pot to piss in. Listen, I'm trying to make it for the ones who didn't. Even if all my sacrifice is insufficient, I'll keep going till I'm rigid, till I'm 6 feet deep. Cause I know well I quittings for the blind and weak. And I feel like with my dreams I'm playing hide and seek. But I gotta keep on climbing till the highest peak. And my beat keeps telling me I need to get more sleep. And I keep telling her I need to grind all week. She telling me she miss me, true I miss her too. But I'm trying to get that guy for an infinity pool. And I'm trying to do the things they told us we couldn't do. Since a young and I was always out there breaking the rails. Yeah, my mother crying on my shoulder when I said goodbye. She don't want me to go but she won't speak her mind. Cause she knows deep inside that my decision's right. And she knows that I'm gonna go and make a better life. And many of my fucking bros have caught that one-way flight. Cause the country that we love don't love us back, my boy. Cause it's run by greedy fucks and that's a fact, alright. Alright, yeah. They used to tell me that I'm good and I'd be going scaly. Then when they say it I reply I'm only
Demon, where you from?
Cause this road that made me cold, it made me numb and heartless. I learned that people change their mind depending on who's present. People plot behind your back and stab your spinal cartilage. Sometimes it's people that you love and that's the hardest lesson. Through the pain and through the rain, man, I find it a blessing. Cause I'd rather the ugly truth and live a life that's pleasant. Yeah, yeah, long everlasting, going everywhere and destined. What it takes to make a legend, man, they never listen. They don't know ambition, they're too busy bitching. They're asking why I'm distant, I'm trying to go the distance. Alright.
That was hard, man. That was tough. That track is tough. I like that track a lot. The reason why I asked is because I can tell that they almost had like an English feel to it as far as your accent, but it's not. It wasn't quite English. That's why I asked. But the reason why I asked is because I'm pitching to Bel Air, which is on Peacock. They're shooting season 3. They're filming right now, and I'm really trying to get a placement on that show. And I do a lot of research, man. When I'm trying to pitch these companies, like these supervisors and these shows and these movies, I just do a really deep dive on as much information extracted, as much like articles or whatever. Follow the people on social media as I can, and I've been following Bel Air. I followed like the main actor, and I know if you guys know Fresh Prince of Bel Air, Jeffrey, who's the butler, lives in England, and in this series, they're hinting that he wants to go find and be in his son's life, who's in England. And I think it would be dope to have an emotional track that has that feel to it. So I've been thinking about trying to get somebody on board who's from the UK or even Ireland, man. I feel like that would fit, man. Hit me up, DM me. I feel like that track is a good vibe for what they want. But I already sent them out a playlist. I can add more to it. I would love to try to get on that show. It's like a goal. The track is dope, man. What's up, Derek? Stacy Coleman. Let's look that up. Oh, okay. She works on Bel Air. It's the IDB Pro. Does she work on Bel Air? I know somebody else who works on Bel Air who I sent to, but that's interesting. I'm gonna look up this later. That was the one we just played. That was dope, Demon. All right, this one is Okechi Music. Did I pronounce that right? Epic Afro Sports Head. That was a tough sting. Dope sting. This track is different. I feel like you definitely hit the mark of as far as the genre feels, and I feel like if you're somebody who mixes genres together like this, you have a higher chance of getting placed, in my opinion. That track is dope. A couple things I hear. One, I think the outro could be shorter, like the last 4 bars of the track, or at least 4 bars within the last hook of the track can be cut to make it shorter a little bit, in my opinion. 2, the mix. Everything else I think is dope. It's a dope track, very different. The ideas there, the feelings there. It feels really good as far as the mood of the track. I think the bass is what I hear that's kind of like squashed out. I don't know if it's in stereo and it's kind of panned from what I was hearing, but that bass I think needs to be cleaned up. The low end needs to be cleaned up of the track. Just clean up the mix. Everything else is there. The idea is there. Super dope idea. Very different from anything I've ever heard. And I definitely think it's placeable. 2024 Olympics, yeah, for sure. Definitely had that Olympic feel almost. Dope work. Very different. Unique. Next up we have Demon, called Suicide Note. I'm gonna close submissions too as well because I gotta go get my car from the dealer.
Man, I'm trying to make it happen, but this life is crappy. Man, I called you fucking family and in my back you stabbed me. I've been smoking on some bad weed just to make me happy. I've been standing at the train tracks, I'm not going out like Gandhi. I think about my life and everything I could have been. If this is all there is, I'll do it gladly. And I'm sorry if you're hearing this and feel it sadly. But if you're claiming that you know me, then you don't understand me. They say suicide is just a statement, but if I take a dive tonight, it's cause in life I couldn't find a way to make me painless. And I'm sorry if it's something that I'm contemplating. And I'm sorry you can't help me with this pain I'm facing. I guess this is how it goes, getting up and taking blows till the road that makes you cold and numb and empty. Happy moments in this life, man, I've had more than plenty. And if you know me, then I'm grateful for the ones who helped me. I'm sorry I'd explain, but it's my time to leave. 2 minutes to the train, I'm running late, I got a place to be. And my people at the gates and they're awaiting me. So I've been going blatantly and impatiently. I gotta go, my little bro, you got this. You can take the spot behind the wheel inside the cockpit. I'll show you all I know, and I hope that it's enough to get you going. I know that when I pass it, you won't drop it.
This is tough. I like this one. I think that the mix just needs cleaned up because the high end's very harsh. But what you said and the feel of the track is there. This track snaps. Like, it's there. That track is a good one. I got to keep it rolling though because we have a lot of submissions left and I have to leave to go get my car. Left it to get an oil change and a recall. What's the point of recalls? Just make my car right the first time. You know what I'm saying? Dang. Just kidding. All right, this one's called Just Running It Back. I appreciate the feedback. Oh, okay. Okay, we're shot with another one. I think you already played this one, right? No, we didn't. Excuse me while I text my wife. This one, in my opinion, is a little bit too experimental for sync. Or cinematic. Yeah, this one I feel like if you're gonna have anything that sounds like a real instrument, like a that one has like a guitar and a string, you want it to sound as organic as possible. The more stock sounding that it sounds, the more I think it hurts you in the field of sync, for sure. It definitely hurts you. Like a lot of people invest into really good sounds. If you don't have the budget for it, it's all right. But I think if you're gonna make something cinematic, it has to have really good sound selection from what I've heard. So some recommendations are like contact banks. There's a lot of good contact banks that you can get that have that organic feel. Sessions Acoustic has some good acoustic guitars and stuff. All right, I'm gonna keep it moving though since we already played yours, and I'm gonna get to the people who haven't had a chance yet. So we're gonna play like 45 seconds to a minute. I may skip through the track, but let's hear. Future Bassy track. Crazy outro. That beat's hard. Definitely like that adrenaline junkie type of feel you hear in like Red Bull and stuff like that, or like even advertisements for like energy drinks, or like very cool and those high anticipation type of sports like motocross and stuff. That track is crazy. Dropout's crazy. Arrangements on point. Love the outro on that one. That was a sick track. Nicely done. Crazy track from Astral Control. All right, next up we have Rupin. Sam? The drama track. Light drama to be exact. All right, this track, definitely light drama. You hear this type of stuff all over TV. I feel like to keep it current, I would definitely work on sound selection on this track. As far as the drums, getting those drums punchy up front in the mix are like one of the main focuses of this track. The second thing is that the little gong thing, I think needs to go. It's too abstract compared to the rest of the track, and I don't think you need it there. What I really, really, really like about this track right here, what you did, and I hear like this is the type of stuff that gets people placed a lot, is this little dropout where it feels like the track ended. Like you almost had like a sting and the track felt like it ended, and then you brought the track back in, you changed your arrangement, and you got into the, you build up to the hook again. That is a very good technique. I highly recommend you doing that. Tracks like this, it felt like the track ended, and then you brought it back. You'd hit the little 1 bar dropout. Very good technique right there. The melody, I feel like, is very drama-like, so I feel like that bell and that stuff like that you have there is perfectly fine. But sound selection, getting it to sound punchy, dynamic, up front in the mix with the drums, I think that you can increase your chances of getting placed with doing stuff like that. Nicely done. Nicely done. All right, Demon. Nice tracks. Thanks for coming through. Next up, we have Odin. Odin Beats. What time is it? I have literally 13 minutes. So it's kind of quiet. It's called Ballin', just a beat.
BeatStars.com.
Golly. You gotta get your own tag. I'll make you a tag right now. You guys give me some ideas for Odin Beats for a tag. I'm gonna start saying some stuff he can cut up.
BeatStars.com. BeatStars.com.
Get those like that little string you got going in the background, that like the cinematic type of string, like get that up front in the mix a little bit more, as well as your main loop that you're using, because the drums overpower it in my opinion. Just needs a little balance, a little bit more. The drums hit hard though. The bounce of the drums is dope. You gotta get rid of that B-Stars tag though. We need to get Odin a tag. I have an idea, and I'm not gonna say it out loud because it's a pause moment. So you need like, I think, a female tag for this one, but like, oh damn, Odin. I'm not gonna say it like it's like how it should be said for a tag. That would be dope. Odin on a beat. It's like the traditional one. Nah, Odin, this is dope, but I definitely recommend balancing out the mix, making sure you drop out that main loop a little bit, and right before you get into the other hook, just let that cinematic string come out in the mix and just let that beat transition to that. It's gonna hit. It's gonna hit like crazy. Dope. I know it's not for sync, so I'm not gonna give sync advice. Okay, Rashad, play Emotions. Odin the Great. Odin got the magic. It'd be dope if this tag was like Odin, the chosen one. Let me see where this goes real quick. All right. This one has a lot of raw feeling into it, which is dope. I think that what I would do, though, is this drum part, I think, could be turned down or like cleaned up in the low end for sure. Cut in half, too. So you get into this part a little bit quicker. Now, it doesn't have to be, I mean, I think like a couple bars. It doesn't have to be anything more than like 2 or 4 bars. And then just get it, like clean up the mix on that. And then for the sound selection, it's okay for the piano and the strings. It's like I said, like the better quality, the higher chance it'll get placed. But if you're gonna pitch this track, you have to be signed to a library already. I feel like if you're gonna pitch this track by itself, it's not really gonna be like a track that I would submit to get approved into a library. It's not the type of track that I would pitch to get approved. It's more so of a track that I would pitch like, hey, I made an album of 10 emotional beds that I think would be good to import into the catalog. That's the type of like feel this track has. But the emotions are there. Like you're definitely getting the concept of the emotion of the track. You have like a cinematic, feel _ bed feel. It's just about getting that sound selection pristine, like very clean and organic as possible. Also, another tip that I think will help too with these type of tracks that you're doing, if you're gonna go for that cinematic like feel, which is kind of what you have, make sure that you're not quantizing everything on the grid. You want it to sound very natural, almost as like you're playing the piano and just recording it on your iPhone. It's okay that it's not all on the grid. And also change your velocities. Like if you're gonna go for an emotional feel when you get to this point, it sounds like it's getting quieter, but it's only because you're getting higher on the key. So you're like C7 or C7 as far as on the keyboard. Make sure that like you're changing the velocities of the track and the feeling, the momentum. Like add a little bit that character, it gives it a little bit soul to it. Those are a couple things that I think will help. Nicely done, Rashad. All right, CJ Beats. I hope you're well. Producer wrote this song.
I'm getting hype, cause soon I be on top. Whoa. Gotta make a move, cause soon I be on top. Yeah, yeah. Getting hype, cause soon I be on top. Gotta make a move, cause soon I be on top. Yeah, yeah. I'm getting hype, cause soon I be on top. Whoa. Gotta make a move, cause soon I be on top. Yeah, yeah. Getting hype, cause soon I be on top. Gotta make a move, cause soon I be on top. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, hold on, wait. Are we doing this again? Tell your friend, tell a friend I'm on the den. Yeah. You put me on top like it makes sense. Yeah. I'm on the rise up, watch for me next. Yeah. Time to flex now. Diamonds on my neck, watch, I'm a boss now. Look at me now, damn, I got a sauce now. I'm on a mission, watch me do it, I'm a real one. I'm getting hype, cause soon I be on top. Whoa. Gotta make a move, cause soon I be on top. Yeah, yeah. Getting hype, cause soon I be on top. Gotta make a move, cause soon I be on top. Yeah, yeah. I'm getting hype, cause soon I be on top. Whoa. Gotta make a move, cause soon I be on top. Yeah, yeah. Getting hype, cause soon I be on top. Gotta make a move, cause soon I be on top. Yeah, yeah. Gotta bounce, but I promise you. Yeah. This gon' be the fast off a million views. Yeah, yeah. Millions ain't enough, need a billion views. Sweat and see how I'm getting loose. Ha. Yeah, hold on, wait. Are we doing this again? Tell your friend, tell a friend I'm on the den. Yeah. You put me on top like it makes sense. Yeah. I'm on the rise up, watch for me next. Yeah.
This is tough. I feel like this would be good for an advertisement. Advertisement, the arrangement's a little bit different. They have like switch ups and stuff. Like say if you're doing
makes sense, yeah. I'm on a ride.
Like that part is good that you dropped out the beat, but they would do different things like and then the beat would drop.
Eyes up, watch for me next.
And then like different arrangement techniques as far as changing up and switch ups is important for ads, but this has like that ad feel on like for sure 100%. Also can fit for TV. But ads for sure. And if you're looking for someone to submit to as far as a library, you know, Supr Selectiv is looking for more female and male hip hop for sure. Dope. All right. I got to go through these a little bit quicker. Ian? This is dope. It gets a little bit repetitive in my opinion. You do a good job of dropping out that mainstream though, but I feel like honestly like a different sound for the counter melody. I don't know what exactly though, but that piano has a lot of resonance in it compared to the string, and I feel like the string is so dope with your drums. Your drums are crazy, but just getting that extra counter melody sound that just sounds a little bit more, I don't even know. I guess organic has that organic feel with the piano, but just a little bit more organic as far as like a string, like a pluck or something. I can't put my finger on it, but I think the track is dope. Good underscore track for sure. That track will get placed. Nico said, quick question, Nathan. What do you think about trendy genres right now? Some clarity on it, and what kind of instrumentation is it's on point? What do you mean trendy genres? Trendy genres. I feel like what we're hearing right now is like a lot of Afrobeat and very guitar-driven stuff in mainstream tracks. But what do you mean specifically? Trends come and go. So like if you're gonna do a trend, it's kind of hard. Like a good example is dubstep. Dubstep was popping for a little bit, and it was even popping on TV, but it got outdated so quickly. It's hard to put a dubstep track in a show anymore or a movie. So if it's gonna be trendy, it can't be like super trendy in my opinion. This one is Leaky. Would love to get this place in the game commercial, but I kind of feel like I went overboard. Any feedback is appreciated. I don't know who just submitted, but the submissions are closed right now. just dropped out. That was tough. But the thing is that there was too much going on, yeah, for sure. I feel like there was a little bit too much. Like, it's almost like you had arcade by output and you just like pushed every single one of the little loops. But it's still a dope track. I feel like it was dope. Very hard. I think if you just stay with the horns and the main like main lead that you had that was kind of in the Arabian scale with the drums, this track is gonna carry you like crazy. It sounds very modern. But all that extra stuff in the background is like very distracting for sync. It's not really of a game style, but it definitely has like a kind of like a commercial or a TV show or even a movie. Track is crazy though. All right, next up, Mr. Mars. It's got to be the last track. Then I got to go. This one's a funk jam. Mike Mars. Spacing. This needs a vocalist. This needs a vocalist for sure. This is a dope track. Who am I thinking of? I was just seeing like him. I was like thinking of mad ideas. Who is the guy who did? I can't remember his name. He's a drummer. He's also like a singer / a rapper, mostly singer. Why can't I think of his name? He did a stuff with Bruno Mars. He did like the collab album with Bruno Mars. Who am I thinking of? I don't know, but it has that feel to it, and I think this is highly placeable. I definitely would get a vocalist on it that has that feel, that has like that old vintage, like with solid reverb type of feel. What is his name? Anderson .Paak. There we go. Anderson .Paak. Yeah. If you put like an Anderson .Paak style of vocalist on this track will go crazy for sync. Sound selection is crazy. Love that bass guitar, like distorted. Nah, it's Anderson .Paak. This is fire. Nicely done. All right, I gotta call it there. Sorry, Boogie. We'll get you in next stream for sure. We'll be back. Good seeing everybody. I'm glad to be back. I know it's been a minute. We did a little hiatus. Like I said, I've been busy building out the library. It's been a lot of work, but I'm on the voyage or on the quest of putting out more content of stuff that I learned. I've learned a lot of different things. We dropped a couple of gems today in the stream showing you how you can work directly with supervisors and different stuff like that. But I definitely want to change up the style of content that's going to be on this channel. It's definitely going to be more like advanced sync licensing tips. I think the basics are all covered. Everybody's doing sync licensing content now, and it's all the same stuff. But I feel like I've learned a lot. I've learned so much just building out this library, having the pitch of my own, and just like taking a different approach that I want to start teaching more advanced sync tips for people who want to get into this space, maybe want to represent their stuff independently, because some of these libraries are getting crazy. I'm not going to go too much on a rant, but some of these libraries are tripping for sure, like on another level. Some of these people are trying to scam people. Some of these people are trying to take the most advantage of people, and it's getting a little sticky, man. So, we want to change the game out here. We're going to be back with more content. and we'll be back on another live stream. I appreciate you guys. I definitely want to do like a pitch audit. So like if you have an email, send me the email and I'll review it on stream, and I'll tell you what you can do to kind of increase your chances when you're submitting to a library or agency or even a supervisor. But that's the goal with stuff right now, man. It's been a fun journey. Definitely recommend you guys looking into that Leaders platform. Next time I'll show it on stream, but like Leaders is somewhere where we're going to be active, and it's already pretty active on there. A lot of different insights as far as beat selling loops, working with artists, a lot of cool people in there. And there's a lot of they have basically it's based around community, but they also have like mentors coming in and talking. So I'm going to add some mentors on there. I'm going to be on there myself. We're going to be dropping some exclusive stuff on there as well. Other than that, yeah, good work. I'll catch you guys next time. Dope music. Glad to be back. Love y'all. Let's keep it going.